Our next speaker is the heart and soul of this End the Fed movement in Houston. He's a board member of the Houston Area Liberty Campaign and our motivational and spiritual guide. I would follow this man into battle in a heartbeat. Please welcome back to the microphone, Mr. Jonathan Kocurek.
I just want to thank everyone for coming out. I know parking was probably pretty tough, but we just want to thank you for all those that made this possible by taking the time out of their schedules to not only just come here, but also to make this event possible. It was a lot of hard work, and we are continuing to not only just get these things that are presentable, but to get the message. Simply because our ideas are more powerful than standing armies, we believe that every idea that a person has consequences. Everyone here, you and I know as well as everyone else in this country, needs some ideas. Because many people today don't think for themselves, therefore they don't act for themselves. And one of the primary things that I see in each and every person here is the very fact that you are individuals and you think for yourselves. That alone gives me the hope that I will have a tomorrow of people that will stand next to me. Because when the Fed does end, what's really going to matter is the person to your right and the person to your left. And as you know as well as I do, we're all preparing for the inevitable. We are preparing for the painful. We're all preparing for things that are difficult because we know that we're not insecure in who we are as American people. I want to encourage you that sometimes it may seem powerless when you're coming against something very powerful. But let me tell you, the idea of America was a very powerful idea, a very dangerous idea. Over 200 plus years ago, this American experiment by which we are embarking a new epic cycle of government. The pages of history will be written on the hearts and minds of our children. What will it say? Will it say "End the Fed"? Will it say freedom? Or will it say economic slavery? I can tell you today, most of the people could not be here because they're working an extra job. I can tell you some people weren't here today because, you know what, they don't have this message about secrecy. But many of you here are seeking truth. And those who have sought truth have found it, and you will not let go, and there's nothing in this world that will make you let go of that freedom. That, to me, is being truly free. To have our free will, to have our free choice, to freely think for ourselves as individuals, that is what we are born with. There is no document, no constitution that will ever stop tyrants, but the Constitution in your heart and in your mind. And I tell you today, I see that in the eyes of the people here. I see it in those that are in the liberty movement. They are here and ready to stand against the ideas that bring about economic and even relationship slavery, where people have no longer families anymore. People no longer have the homes that they need because their home is now mortgaged for the rest of their lives. So as I continue to say this, and what can we do? I want to encourage you and remind you of the very things that you know. Because when I see you, I see people that know what they are talking about. I look at intelligent, strong, willful, courageous, and honorable men and women who are willing to stand up, and I guarantee you, many people have underestimated you and I as American people. And I want to encourage you in this one thing, and I ask you to make a commitment. As many over 200 plus years ago signed the United States Constitution, men who are willing to put their life on the line. I'm going to bring up right here behind me is the final page of the United States Constitution, where men had signed this. I want to encourage you, as you have come out here this afternoon, to make a statement. As men who have signed this Constitution over 200 plus years ago, I want to encourage you. As we set this out, I encourage you to sign this Constitution as your defiance against tyranny, as well as your Declaration of Independence against the economic slavery that may just well serve as the next American Revolution. End the Fed! End the Fed! End the Fed! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.